Hey guys, we are back with another episode of this conversion to a 6-bed, 7-bath HMO. Sorry for the delay. This is the beauty of property. The plan was to do a week-by-week vlog on how this progress moved on. However, due to unforeseen circumstances with the client, we've had a bit of a delay on getting back inside this property to give you another update. But if you come on through, I'll talk you through what's changed, the problems we've faced, how far we are away from the finish now. So come on in. So as you can see, we've managed to get some paint on the walls. We've done a big mist coat in the majority of the rooms of this property now. We do like to get a mist coat on if possible. It really does start to really show where the plaster needs a little bit more attention, but also if any parts we've missed as well. So as you can see, if you look up, we've pulled through all the cables now for the wired-in fire alarm system. On the left-hand side there, you can see that's where the new electric box is going to go and the isolations. And also what we'll do is box in the gas meter at the back there with the electrics as well. So as you can see, it's really come to light now. You know from previous videos, we had quite a lot of issues with this gable wall with damp. We had rising damp and damp rot on this wall. So that delayed the process a little bit. So what we had to do is treat this wall to make sure that was future-proof moving forward, all right? And I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get upstairs. So if you come on through, if you remember from previous videos, if you haven't seen what it used to look like at the start, check back on some of the other videos we've got there and hit that subscribe button for more updates. But this is going to be the communal WC. So this investor's gone for a double unit. So there'll be a sink and a toilet, which I'll show you in some of the en-suites. So as you come in this room, you'll have a sink and a toilet as well in there. This is bedroom 1. So as you can see, we haven't put the mist coat on the walls yet, but all the cables have been pulled through. All first fix electrics and plumbing is all complete. And then the en-suites downstairs, again, same thing. Trenches have been dug for the drainage. Moisture boards are on the walls for the showers and the wet rooms to make sure it meets all regulations. And as we come on through the property, you can see second fix joinery has been delivered. So skirting boards, architraves, door frames, everything's on site, ready to move into second fix joinery stage. Again, same again here. With the drainage, the trenches haven't been dug deep enough at the far side of this bedroom, which we'll show you in a second. So that's delayed things a little bit to get the ground worker out again to dig them trenches to make sure we can get the full on the en-suites. But if I show you here, I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, the pipes have been dug right in. It needs to be dug a little bit deeper so we can actually have enough fall to get to the waste pipe at the back. So that's a little bit of issues we're facing at the moment in regards to downstairs drainage. Again, we'll come through. The door frame's now put in for the communal space, and the communal space is coming on really well, to be fair. As you remember previously, we used to have the boiler there, so that's all been moved now and redirected into the kitchen, which I'll show you. Everything's been pulled through, pipes and cables and wires, ready for, if you stick your head in here, ready for the 300-litre water tank, which will go inside this little cupboard. Now, what that'll allow us to do is run half the showers off the water tank and half the showers off the boiler as well. So it'll really split the feeds, which will allow us to make sure we can get enough pressure for all of the en-suites as well. Back to where the boiler's going to be going. So as you can see here, we've redirected some of the pipes, pulled them back through, ready for the boiler to be installed here. The kitchen's on order. It'll be getting delivered very soon. So we'll start to really see this room come into shape as well. A couple other things we've faced down here with the property, which I'll show you outside actually. Because of the amount of waste inside this property and the damp issues and the back and forth with fixing that damp, we obviously had a lot of rubble and waste we had to remove from the property. And due to the volume of it, in the budget of refurbing this property, we've had to account for more money to remove all of this. So as you probably remember from a previous video, it was like up here, the waste. Most of it is gone now. But because the amount of waste there was, it's taken way more cost of the project to remove this waste. And this is something you probably want to account for and have a bit more of a contingency on if you are doing large refurbishments like this. Because where we originally quoted £2,000 or £3,000 to remove all this waste, we've spent nearly double that just removing it. So super important if you're doing refurbishments this size, you account for some extra waste removal, because this sort of stuff is expensive. Cool. So if we come on in, I'll take you upstairs and show you a little bit about what's going on up there. Just before we do, as you remember previously, this was the main outlet for all the electrics. We've obviously redirected most of the electrics now, but we will still have the smart meter there. These will be obsolete and be at the front door as well. Cool, so this originally was just a bathroom at this end and a bit of a corridor and a tiny little bedroom. As you can see, we've opened the bedroom up now. Again, with the white walls, it really starts to bring the room to light. And then we've got a lovely size ensuite in here. So when we've got a slightly smaller bedroom, we've tried to account for that by really improving the size of the ensuite. It's also got a window, which is a rare occurrence in these types of ensuites. So as you can see, we've gone for a quadrant shower there, rainforest shower head, as well as the normal one. And this is the double unit that we've mentioned. This is the old toilet. We like to leave that in for the tradesmen. Obviously that will get replaced, but the new unit's gone in now for the kitchen and the toilet and the shower. Again, same thing, wired in smoke and fire alarm system all the way around the house. This is the wall that had major issues. So if you remember, this was where the tree on the outside was growing on top of the roof, which was causing a lot of damp to come down the wall and obviously causing a lot of the damp rot as well. So this has all been treated now, and hopefully it will fix the issue for the next 10, 15, 20 years and really future-proof this property. Again, in here, same thing. We had a lot of issues on this main wall, gable wall here, which again has all been treated. Ensuite's now been fully formed. So as you remember from previous videos, the stairs would have started here and there was a banister along, but we've actually increased it by about 1 foot to make sure we can fit a large shower cubicle at the end and our sink and toilet unit as well. Just another thing to account for, making sure we have ventilation in all of the en-suites that goes outside the property, either up through the roof or out through the outside of the property, to make sure you get a lot of ventilation in these houses. And then probably my favorite 2 rooms in the house, we have the front room here, which again, really decent size. Everything's ready now for your TV on the wall, aerial socket, your desk space. And if you come on over here, I'll show you that side of the room as well. So as you can see there, we've gone for sockets both sides of the bed in the middle, 2 bedside tables, TV on the wall, desk over here, and a wardrobe just between the alcove there where the chimney breast is. And then you can really start to see the size of the en-suites. So what we like to do, if possible, is we like to get these big shower trays in, where they're at least 1,000 long by about 800 wide. Investors gone for a nice luxury finish in terms of the rainforest showers, as well as the normal one. And I do like these, I think they're called vanity units. Don't quote me on that. It's taken me this long in the video to think of that word. But yeah, I do like these little units. They are very safe space saving, but also make it look really fresh. And also with the little cupboards and everything in it as well, it saves you having to put another little cupboard on the wall. So yeah, one of my favorite rooms of the house. And then again, same again, more or less mirror image of next door, just at the back of the property. Again, same thing. TV will go on the wall, aerial, set up there with your desk, bed on the other side. Probably prefer, if I was a tenant, to live at the back of the house. I've always had better experiences in my own house living at the back rather than the front, because you have no traffic noise. You know, if you've got people playing outside as well, you know, you're not going to hear it. And then finally, same again, mirror image, really large, nice shower, and your vanity unit there as well. So just a little bit more about the delays on this project. Oh, almost fell. So with this project itself, it's an investor's and a client's project of ours. And we've provided the end-to-end service for these investors for previous projects. And obviously they started with a substantial pot of cash, but as you start to buy more and more and more properties, you know, that pot is always going to diminish. So when they bought this property fully cash, they were relying on a refinance from a previous project to pay for the full refurbishment on this one. However, due to delays in the legal side of the refinance, that put a lot of brakes on this project. You know, and fortunately, we've managed to keep things moving and keep things moving along on this project to keep the builders busy, but it has delayed the project like this. Normally, something like this, we would turn around in around 16 to 20 weeks maximum. However, if you look back to our first ever video on this site, don't quote me on the exact date, but it's gone way past that due to the delays in finance. Obviously, it's very difficult to get a builder to work without getting paid. It's also very difficult to get the materials on site without paying for them up front. So that has really put a bit of a brake on this property. But as an owner, as you can see now, I've been coming out every couple of weeks on this site to see the progress. And that's why I wanted to give a video now, because it has really come on a long way. And I can't wait to see the second fix joinery start, second fix plumbing finish, second fix electric start as well. And then we can get to the final touches and really finish this project off and show you guys how it's looking. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, drop a comment below, and hopefully we'll see you again next week on another video of this progress. Cheers, guys.